in the land of grills. How's it all going, folks? Yeah, we got a gravity series, another gravity series, and another gravity type. A lot of gravity going on here today. Folks, we're going to be doing the burn-in biscuit test on the Masterbuilt 1050, folks. I'm going to take you through a few things I do before, because I've used this grill before. Remember, that charcoal hopper is pretty much identical to that one right there. So I'm going to show you some of the things I do. And before we get her fired up, and we're going to fire her up, we're going to let her run for maybe 45 minutes to an hour, and then we're going to put on the biscuits. So let's talk gaskets for a second. So I have replaced the gaskets on the 560. The stock ones weren't making it, and when I say weren't making it, it wasn't sealing up, in my opinion, tight enough to really snuff off the charcoal in a good amount of time. And I say, what's a good amount of time? To me, it should be pretty much out after you put the sliders in and have everything shut down. It should pretty much be out within 2 hours. Now, there's a lot of variables. If you just ran this thing up to 700 degrees and had her going like crazy, it's going to take longer than if you were doing, say, a low and slow at 250. But so those were expensive though, and it cost me about $50 to get that much of that fancy gasket material, high heat, but it has held up very well. It's been on there for about 9 months now. And then on the lid, you're gonna notice aluminum foil. And you're gonna say, well, what do you do with that? It helps to, and you can see all the soot. So that keeps the soot and everything from getting all over your top of the lid. And I am doing that with the 1050. I've got, this is, you don't have to do this, folks. This is what I do. So I got the same thing going on up there. And then down below, what I'm experimenting with is I've got some high heat 1/8 by 1/2 inch felt that I've lined the outside of the hopper there, of the ash pan hopper, and burn hopper. That's where the burn grate is. And we'll see how that holds up over time also. All right, so we filled the hopper up halfway. I'm gonna go with something good right off the bat, B&B. Folks, if you can find the orange bag B&B, competition note, hotter, longer, cleaner, good stuff. All right, you got smoke going. Just to review, you pull both sliders. They are stored there. Top vent's open, top lid is open, bottom lid is open. And you can see we got fire. We're gonna let that go for about 2-3 minutes. And I've coated my cast iron grates here. I'm not gonna do anything else. I'm just gonna coat my cast iron grates both sides. And all I have was canola oil, so that's gonna go on there. All right, got everything set up here, and it's a warm day here. We're in the low, mid to upper 80s today. To start it, you just press the on button right there, and then you hit temperature, you dial it in, and then you hit temperature again, and then away we go. Super simple. And that wasn't even 5 minutes. we're holding right around 343. She's just dialing herself in. You see she's going back up there, and the lid temp a little bit higher than that, but it'll dial itself in too. A little bit of smoke coming out of the hood, but I'm really concerned. I'm not concerned about that, but I am concerned about smoke coming out of here, out of the lid, and looks pretty tight. And down there too, looks really tight. So that's good when it comes for snuffing out and making it as efficient as possible. If you're getting a little bit out of the lid, that's okay. Should have some coming out of the back too, which we do, which is good. All right, folks, about an hour into it, 353 there. And just a little bit higher there, which we typically do. But I have 2 Oklahoma Joe pucks that I put in there. And let's see where they are. One on the left side is, you can see, a little bit lower than 350. And the one on the right side is a little bit higher than 350, about 375. So pretty consistently doing a pretty decent job here. I shouldn't say pretty decent. It's doing an awesome job. That's unfair. So, you know, I got to decide what I want to do, because we're ready to do a biscuit test. And I know that if I put them down on the cast iron, it's not going to be very even. The majority of us, when we cook on our Masterbuilts, we cook on that shelf there or that shelf there. So, and I've got 8 biscuits, so I think I'm going to put my 8 biscuits, you know, maybe 4 here and 4 up there, and see how even it cooks on the top 2 grates where a lot of us do our cooking on the Masterbuilt. The bottom cast iron, you can do it. However, A lot of us use that just for searing. All right, let's get the biscuits on. To spray a little bit more oil and everything here. I think we're gonna do like that, this, and then two on the top. How's that look? Right? Give you a look-see. All right, 8 minutes into the biscuit test. Let's take a quick look here. Oh yeah, they are definitely cooking. Let's take a look at, see if we can get this big. This grill's so big I can barely get you all in there. So it's hot. Don't do this at home, folks. Wear a glove. So, got a couple more minutes to go. A little bit hotter next to where the heat source is. A little bit cooler away from the heat source. So, cooking up real nice. And folks, shut down. I want to finish these biscuits off because I'm going to actually keep on watching. We're going to do some, I got some pork cutlets that, why waste it, right? And I'm going to make some sandwiches with some pork cutlets that's seasoned with a little bit of the Zang stir-fry oil. And I got some Texas seasoning on there. It's got a lot of pepper on it. It's really good. So I'm going to cook that up. Keep on watching. All right, there's our pork. And this is what I'm using on it. I got this from Barbecue Brian over at Mad Horse Barbecue. Check him out. This Farm 407. Boy, is this stuff good. Got a ton of pepper in there. I did brisket with this. And I almost put too much of it on. It's that good. So I'll tell you what, let's just... I know it's going to be hot down here, so nice sizzle. This pork will not take long. And it should time out pretty closely being done when the biscuits are. All right, so one of the tricks that you learned from the 560 is if you know you're ready to shut it down or take your food off, shut it down first. Otherwise, it's trying to gain temp with a fan on while you're taking your food. Well, you know, after you take your food off and close it again, and then turn it off. So turn it off beforehand if you know you're done. Got the sliders in. I'm going to leave everything closed down. See how long it takes to cool down. I know that I took the majority of the biscuits off, and I'll give you a final look-see at that. Sandwiches we're going to make. And look at that pork. Oh, man. And the final 3 biscuits that were on the other side there, they look to be pretty done. Take those off. And then... look at our, oh yeah, that's done. Nice. Give you a look-see. Well, if you stuck around to the end, you know that's the good part. So, we've got a little bit of the sea cucumber salad on our pork with our biscuits, Secret Stadium sauce, and I'm going to keep 4 of these for myself. And the other 4, the neighbors don't even know they're getting that. So, surprise. It's, people are really like, God, that guy's always bringing stuff over. So, folks, I hope you enjoyed this. Tom Horseman at YouTube. Did we do the biscuit test? Yes. And the results were pretty good. So, I was pretty pleased with it. I think you would be too. Leave a comment down below, and thanks for watching.